It was the night they call Big Night, in the year 2015. Spring had just sprung, and many strange creatures were congregating at Arcadia Wildlife Sanctuary. There was Jeremiah the bullfrog and his no-nonsense manager, 2 eager wood frogs, a very distressed fairy shrimp, a suspicious fish out of water, and his cunning lawyer, a perturbed red-striped salamander, an anxious spotted salamander, and those 2 inimitable game show hosts, Pat Stay-Away Fish and Vernal White. There are many questions to be asked and answered about that fateful evening, such as, why is this bullfrog strumming a guitar? What's up with those wood frogs? Why is this fairy shrimp crying? What's so fishy about this fish? Why is this salamander so upset? Will he give this salamander the right of way? Who will be called on to answer the big night questions? What prizes will be given away? Well, it all began when this motley bunch answered an audition call.
Oh, you all must be here to audition for the band. Well, come on down. Come on by the microphone here. Hey, Jeremiah, showtime.
Yeah. Welcome. Who let the toads out? Who?
Use your vocal sack, your big yellow vocal sack in your throat. Repeat after me. Come on.
Well, Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine. I never really understood a word he wrote, but he sure jumped into the slime.
What was that? Sounds like one of those small masked frogs is crashing the audition.
Oh, I got you now. What are you doing, you slimy little amphibian?
Well, I guess we'll start our own band. Every frog must know it's pond.
Go on, get out of here.
But he sure jumped into the slime. Joy to the whole salamanders roll. Joy to the fish shrimp and the wood frog too. Joy to me and you. All right, awesome job, y'all.
You have the honor and duty and privilege of serving as jury for the Vernal Court today.
This delicate fairy shrimp, her family, was destroyed, demolished, and decimated in the hungry jaws of this vicious fish. Contrary to the nonsense and lies spouted by my distinguished opponent, I will prove that my client, the fish, is entirely innocent.
My precious babies, they're gone without a trace.
Miss Shrimp, where do you reside in a vernal pool? Is that correct?
Yes.
And have you or any of your relatives ever laid eggs anywhere except in a vernal pool?
Well, no, a vernal pool just seems like the place for us to be.
Have you ever seen this fish before?
No, and I hope to never see him again. He scares me.
Oh, you look so delicious. I'm so hungry.
Objection, Your Honor. Eating the witness.
Order
Eating the
in
witness.
the court.
I admit the means and the motive, but he did not have the opportunity.
And by a show of hands, who thinks Mr. Fish is innocent? Mr. Fish has been acquitted.
Yay!
Case duly dismissed. Thank you for serving the Vernal Court.
Every spring it's the same thing. I'm quietly stalking my prey and all you spotted salamanders come running through my territory, eating all my food and making all this awful noise.
This is my territory.
What do you mean this is your territory? This is my territory, not yours.
This is certainly my territory too. I've been living underground here for at least 10 years.
My territory is above ground and you moles are bugging me. You big yellow spotteds are always in a hurry. You all run one way, and then a few weeks later you always run right back.
Well, I'll let you go. I should head over to my vernal pool.
Okay, goodbye. See you again next year when, once again, it rains and you have to be heading back to your vernal pool.
Hello, audience. Welcome, and thank you all for joining us tonight on Wheel of Vernal Pools. What are our prizes tonight?
We have wonderful prizes. For those of you under the age of 14, we have Arcadia tattoos.
Well, you heard him, audience. Anybody who wants to spin the wheel should raise their hand. I saw this young man first. Why don't you come right down here and spin that wheel? In order for the Arcadia big night to happen, what are the ideal weather conditions? Rainy, above 40 degrees, and no ice on the ponds. Time for one more contestant, right down there. Step right up to the Wheel of Vernal Pools.
Can you name an invertebrate that lives in a vernal pool?
Fairy shrimp.
Yeah, that's right! And we had such a wonderfully helpful and smart audience today that everybody can have a tattoo under the age of 14.
But what brought all these creatures to this one place? So what is a vernal pool? And why is it so special? A vernal pool is a type of wetland. It's a small, shallow body of water that forms usually in early spring from rain and snowmelt. Many salamanders, frogs, and other creatures depend upon vernal pools for breeding and growth of their young. And what happens on the big night? Winter has turned to spring, the ground has thawed, the vernal pools are full, and salamanders are migrating back to the vernal pools where they were born to lay their eggs.